guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be setting up my budget for the month of July. I'm awaiting my new Erin Condren Deluxe monthly planner so that I can set up my actual budget. But in the meantime, I thought that I would show you guys how I would budget using a more frugal method, so to speak. So this is the 2018 budget binder from Frugal Fanatic. I did a review of this kit on my channel, so I'll link that up here and down in the description box. So it's a full kit. And what I did last year is I made this little binder and I put some tabs in here. One says bill tracker, weekly budget, debt, savings, and miscellaneous. And like I said, I hole punched it. I put the sheets in here and I just formed like a little budget book. This worked just fine. I don't really think it's the method. I don't think that I don't need a budget planner, for example. Personally, I don't need a budget planner to budget. That's just what I prefer. I could totally use like this budget binder and get the job done, but I just prefer using a budget planner. So that is what I do. However, if you're not into that kind of thing, this is probably going to be the video for you. So let's just hop right into this. So I've only pulled out the sheets that I would actually use. Probably for setting up the budget, one of them being this monthly sheet. So let's go ahead and get started. So the month would be July. I'm just going to put 2018. And so we do need to date this because there are not going to be any dates. There's not going to be a month or anything. July 1st is on a Sunday. So let's go ahead and date this. And while we date this, if I can multitask, which I really can't, so I don't know why I'm going to even attempt. I just want to let you guys know that I am going to be showing you guys how I'm going to be using my Erin Condren Deluxe monthly planner for budgeting. That is going to be another free planner, which is probably why I do a lot of budget planning in the beginning, to begin with, because a lot of the stickers, budget stickers, and budget this and budget that that's sent to me is, you know, free. I knew I couldn't. I can't multitask. I don't even know why I tried. But yeah, so anyway, I am going to be showing you guys how I'm going to be using that, and that video is going to be really in-depth and thorough, so definitely look forward to that. And that is going to be a collaboration with Michelle. So if while you're waiting for that, go ahead and head on over to her channel. I'll link that down below as well. And I'll also link down her review or unboxing of the new Erin Condren Deluxe monthly planner. So yeah, I'll link all of that down below in the description box, so you can head on over there and check out her channel while you wait for our collaboration. So the next thing that I would do is fill out paydays. So let's see. We're going to have a payday on the 5th, one on the 19th, one on the 23rd, probably two on the 23rd, maybe one on the 20th, and one on the 12th. I'm putting down like the ones I know for sure first, and then I'm going back and putting down the ones that I know for sure, but I don't know like when they will actually hit. So that's normally a lot of stuff that has to do with like YouTube and whatnot. And one on the 2nd, actually, now that I think about it. And so you could put like whose payday it's going to be. You can write payday. You can put, if you have a spouse, you can put their payday in a different color. You can put the amounts. If you know the amounts, you could totally do that. But this is just what I am choosing to do right now. And then I would just go in with bills. So I guess to add a little flair, we'll do bills in red, but you could do like your actual monthly bills in black and then debts in red. If you just, you know, you kind of just got to do whatever is going to work for you. Like, I think that's the whole, I think that is the biggest misconception, like, because what I'm doing or what other people are doing, of course you'll be able to learn from us or get techniques from us or techniques from other people or adopt some of other people's budgeting techniques, but essentially you want your budget plan or your budget setup, your budget method to work for you. So let's go ahead and do our bills. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my old planner and we're going to copy the bills from there and then add in any others that we need to copy. So I'm mainly going to grab that for the due dates. So let's flip to June here and we'll do bills in red. So cable and internet is going to be due on the 3rd. So I guess we'll just write cable and internet. Yeah, let's just do that. Cable, internet. Again, you could put the amounts here. You can put a little checkbox so you can check it when it's paid. I'll write the amount for this one. This is kind of a mock budget, but not really because it's real numbers, but this isn't going to be my official setup. So I guess you can call this a mock budget, but y'all know how I feel about mock budgets. So there's cable and internet. The next one would be my student loan, so you could put that. And again, we'll put another checkbox. And then we'll put the minimum payment or the amount to be paid, $241.74. You could even use stickers here if you were into that kind of thing, but we're not going to use stickers. We're going to be frugal. So the next one is rent and water. And then I'm not going to go do all of that for the rest of them because I really don't feel like it. So personal trainer would be here, so we'll just put P trainer. And then electricity, we don't have that bill, but it's normally somewhere around this time of the month. But I normally like to put it on the earliest day just to be safe. We'll get the bill on like the 2nd or the 3rd of July, and they'll tell us when the actual due date will be. But again, whenever I'm setting up the budget planner, I just put it just on here somewhere so I know like when to expect it, or so I know that it's going to be coming up, and I'll show you or tell you the reasoning behind that momentarily. And then this is going to be gym. Oh, my husband is going to the dentist here, so we'll mark that down. And if he wants to get a fluoride treatment, it will be $25. If he doesn't, it won't be any amount of money. So I'm just marking that down. And while I'm here, I am going to be going home for the first time in over a year. These dates, so I used up all of my space, so it would be these dates I'll be home. And again, you can kind of mark that however you want to mark that. And then what do we have next? Our actual bills. I am writing down actual bills. Right here we have an anniversary for which we will be getting, not our anniversary, our friend's anniversary. Yeah, I think that's how you spell it. A friend's anniversary, so we'll be getting a gift, so we can just mark that so we can be reminded that we need to send that around this time. I think it's going to be like a gift card, and I'll need to put it in the mail, so I'll need to put that in the mail probably this week or maybe even this week because I know they're going out of town to celebrate their anniversary. And then we have a student loan payment here. Oh, we're doing bills in red. And what else do we have? We have life insurance here. And then we have the cell phone bill is going to be due 30 days from the 28th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the 27th. 30 days from the 28th, I think, is the 27th. And then, let's see if we have any others that I'm forgetting. Oh, this video is going to be long. I didn't want it to be long. Let's see. We got all of those. Yep. So that's all the like bills and financial obligations. Really just the dentist and the anniversary gift as far as like financial obligations. I am going to be doing a giveaway as well. So I think that'll be from the 4th through the 8th. I think that will run from the 4th through the 8th, which means that I'll probably send it out this month. So let's just go ahead and put that there. And see how ugly this is? It's not ugly. It's not ugly, but it just looks way better with stickers to me. I don't know. I just find that to be way more pleasing to the eye. So I am going to be doing a giveaway. So follow me on Instagram if you are not, at Shay Budgets. So the next thing that I would do is just set up my monthly budget, which I would use this sheet for. So we have used the monthly overview. So now we're going to do the monthly budget, and these again are going to be real numbers, because while this isn't like my real budget, so we are going to call it a mock budget, it really isn't really mock. So first things first, regular income. I wouldn't probably actually separate those, regular and other. I'd probably just lump all of those together. No, we're not. We're going to do it in green for money. We're going to do regular income, $4,000. This is a single income, by the way. You guys will learn all, I'll talk about the real budget and everything in the actual budget video. And I'll explain to you why we are budgeting with one income, or why we're going to be choosing to do that probably for the rest of our lives, because if you're not aware, my husband and I are on a debt-free journey, and we started this 1 year ago. We've paid off to date a little over $30,000 worth of debt, to include a car loan and credit cards and like some other smaller debts. So we've kind of always budgeted using one income, and we are probably going to continue to do that for the rest of our lives. But starting in July, we're going to do that. We're really going to be budgeting with one income. So you'll just have to come back for that video in a couple of days so I can explain all of that to you guys. But I do want to keep this one really under like 20 minutes if I can. So mortgage / rent, we're going to put $570, because that is what our rent is. We live in Georgia. House maintenance, I'm going to use this line for toiletries. So we're going to put $30 for toiletries. That's toilet paper and all of that stuff. Taxes. Do I have anything that kind of resembles? I'm looking at our budget over here. My husband and I have had our budget meeting at this point in the month. I'm trying to see if there's anything I want to call taxes, or like rename taxes, or anything that will fit in that category. Not really. Nah, we'll leave that how it is. The next one is insurance. So we're going to lump our insurances together. Oh, we only have one insurance, so never mind. We do have one insurance. Well, we have four. Well, we have a lot of insurances, but only one we have to pay. Medical insurance, dental, vision, all of that comes out of checks. Renter insurance is paid up until next year. Car insurance is paid up until December. So our only, and I don't know if you guys know this, but our identity theft insurance is bundled in with one of our other insurances. So the only insurance that we have to pay for July is going to be our life insurance, which is $42.19 for the both of us. And all of the other insurances are either, bundled in with paydays or paychecks rather. And the ones that are not, like renter insurance and car insurance, we choose to pay in lump sums, and we choose to pay the premiums in full so that we don't have to pay extra. For example, had we not paid our car insurance in full last month, we would have actually ended up paying like $250 more, something like that, which is a crazy amount to pay, I think. So we just pay it in full, as well as some of the other insurances. But for life insurance, there's no option to pay in full to get any kind of discount, so we just pay it monthly. Electricity, we're in Georgia, so let's go ahead and make that clear. And it's looking like our electricity bill is going to be something like an extreme amount. I think, honestly, you guys, it's going to be like $250, which is a lot. But we're in Georgia, so that's pretty much just what it is. So let's do $2.50 for electricity. We don't have a water bill. That's included with our rent. We don't have sewage. I'm gonna do, well no, that's gas for the house. I was gonna use that for the car, but they have fuel down here. Our phone bill is gonna be $70.75. That is for both of our bills. We pay essentially $35 a piece. Trash is bundled in with the rent. Cable is gonna go ahead and go up to its actual amount because we are no longer under contract, which I hate all contracts, so I'm kind of happy about that, but not happy about the price. So we can cancel that at any moment. We have a couple of days to decide, but as of right now, it's going to be $128.35. Oh, I did phone here. Here's cell phone. Well, there's that. Groceries, we are going to budget. We're going to budget groceries and food together for the month of July. We kind of go back and forth, but for food, it's going to be $400. Entertainment, we'll do, that's going to be allowances. Our allowances are $200 a piece. Oh, $100 a piece. So we're going to do 200 here. We're just going to lump those together. Charity/donations, our category is actually called donations and gifts. And again, I mentioned that we have to send money for an anniversary, and then I'm going to do a giveaway, and then I also do miscellaneous, like little giving here and there. Like, for example, in July, 2 co-workers are going to have a baby shower, so I'll donate to that cause. So we're going to do $100 for this particular category. Fuel for our cars, we are going to do $140 for the month. Auto insurance, we don't have to pay that. We don't have a car payment. We don't have child care. We do have credit card. We do have debt, but we do have a loan too. So we only have student loans remaining. So where do I want to put that? Let's put that, we'll put that in loans, I guess. So let's see. Let's add this up. The minimum payment for mine is $241.74 plus what we're going to put on my husband's, which isn't technically the minimum payment, is more, is $260.45. That will give us $502.19. Don't have child support to my knowledge. I mean, I guess. I'm just kidding. And we don't buy clothes. So let's change some of these categories. We need a haircut category. Let's change this to haircut. Everything here is cheap, so my husband's haircut is $15 a month. We do need a travel category because, again, I'm going home, so I'm going to put we'll cancel out childcare and put travel for $425. We do have savings. We'll come back to that later. We do have a savings category. Food, dates, fuel, haircut, toiletries, donations, gifts, markets, allowance, dentist, nothing, car insurance, rent insurance, life insurance, gym. Wonder why there's no gym on here. We'll cancel out child support and put gym. That's going to be $19.99. Personal trainer. Oh, I should have put medical. Whatever. We'll come up here and call this trainer. That's going to be roughly $360 for the month. Electricity, cable, internet, rent, water. Okay, that's everything. So the savings, and let me show you how I have come to that conclusion. So as you can see, we are starting out with $4,100. So if you subtract everything, because we do an every dollar budget, that means we give every dollar a name, even the extra that's left over at the end of the month. Hold on, I did that wrong. I did $125.35, so that means if I just subtract an additional $3, we should be good. So minus 400. I'm going to stop multitasking because I know myself well enough to know that I'm incapable of doing so. Minus 360, minus 425, minus 502.19, minus 1990. Oh, I did it again. So minus 3, minus 15. No, I forgot something, unless I did that wrong. Let's see. Let's see how many line items. That'll be easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, there we are. We forgot our miscellaneous category. So our miscellaneous, we'll just call this one miscellaneous. So this is miscellaneous. It's going to be $100. This honestly covers, like if we forget to budget for a car, like an oil change, which is frequent, or if we forget to budget for something like that, we'll just take it out of the miscellaneous category. So now let's go back to the drawing board. So that is minus 100, and so that gives us the number that I'm looking for. So that would mean that our savings would be $746.53. Total income minus total expenses is $0 because we do an every dollar budget. So I'll explain to you guys the reasoning behind all of this in the actual budget video, because that one's going to be really thorough and in-depth. But if we were going to be trying to allocate this towards debt or something else, then at this point, once we got to $246.53, that's when we would be like, oh, okay, well, if we are going to have $746.53 remaining at the end of the month, then we can kind of reallocate some of that and put some of it towards, well, for us, we only have student loans, so maybe some of it towards our student loan. And that's when we can kind of play with that money and kind of figure out where that money goes. But we already have a plan for that money. Again, I'll talk about that later in the next video, because I don't want these videos to be literally like the exact same videos. For us, we're going to go ahead and put that in savings because we have to save for some things. So this money, along with all of the other money that is going to come in that I'm not budgeting for, aka my husband's income, will go towards savings. And again, I'll talk about that in the next video. So anyway, this is how one would do an every dollar budget using this printable, for example. Like, you just mark out stuff that you don't need. At the end of the month, you can do actual, you can do difference. You have a note section, so you can put confirmation numbers, or you can check paid. If you pay, whenever you pay a bill over here, you can just make any budget sheet or any budget planner, any budget notebook, any piece of paper, honestly, work for you. So these are my main two sources of budgeting. I can't imagine trying to budget without this. Again, I didn't fill all of this out because I didn't feel like it, but I could not imagine budgeting without my monthly spread, because this to me tells me how much we need to budget for anything. And like, let's take this exact, because this is a real budget, so let's go ahead and use these exact numbers. We're not going to get our first pay. We'll get a payday here on the 2nd. That's not going to be enough to cover our bills up until we get our larger payday. I think this payday is only going to be $200 even. This is going to be like an actual payday. That's going to be like an actual amount of money to cover bills. So with that being said, we are going to need to roll over enough money to cover at least this. This one is supposed to hit the account on Monday, but I can't rely on supposed to. Those two terms don't sit well with me. It's going to be direct deposited on this date. So I don't even really count that if that money comes on the 2nd, that's great. So with that said, that means that at the bare minimum, in order to cover our bills for up until we get our actual paycheck on the 5th, we would need to roll over $128.35 for the electricity, and then $241.74 for my student loan payment. This is going to be an actual payday, so we could pay rent and water out of that payday, so I don't have to count the one from the 5th. But this tells me that at the bare minimum, we need $370.09 in our account on the 3rd and the 4th to cover those two bills, so we don't have any late payments. We've not had late payments or anything like that since we've been budgeting, and I don't intend to start now. I already have that in our account because I already know this. So I already have that amount in our account. I also like to roll over a little bit more. So today's actually Saturday the 30th, the last day of June. And so I already have done this budget, and because I've done the actual budget, so I know how much we need to roll over. And what I normally like to do, let's just put that here so we have that number here. Our rollover needs to be $370.09 at minimum. However, $370.09 isn't going to feed us or anything like that. Now we're not going to need gas until well, my husband's just filled up yesterday, and I filled up the other day, so we're not going to need gas unless, you know, something were to come up, for which case we would use some of our other money that we have in savings if, like, an emergency or something like that were to come up. But just thinking about, like, basic living, we are not going to need any gas. We will need to get some food, so maybe I would budget in, like, let's say $60 for food for 4 days essentially. And maybe I would throw in just another 100 just to be safe. Another 100. What if we like go out to eat, or what if we do this, or what if we do that? Just so we know exactly like how much we need to roll over in order to survive. Again, when we do our budget, we only budget using the monthly income that comes in. So if anything were to take place, this isn't the only amount of money that we have. This is just the money that we're choosing to roll over. So any money in excess of this, we can leave in our account, or we can transfer it to savings to go with the rest of the savings, if that makes sense. So like at bare minimum, we do need to roll over a good $500 at least. About $500 we need to roll over. But again, it just really depends on what you're needing, what you're going to need. If you had a birthday here, a birthday party or something like that, you might have to roll over more money. I get a lot of questions about that whole rollover thing, and that's kind of what I mean about that's what I mean by that. A lot of people, though, have a buffer in their account, which is essentially what this is. Our rollover is our buffer. Or some people are ahead like a whole month. So in their account, they have a whole month's worth of bills. A lot of people do that. But I don't really like doing that. I don't like having a lot of money in our bill pay account, which is our main checking account. I call it our bill pay account. I don't like having a lot of money in there. So I try to keep the least amount of money in that particular account as possible, and all other money can be transferred to savings or sinking funds or emergency fund or wherever it needs to go. Again, I'm going to explain all of this more in detail later, but I did want to go into detail about that. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this budget. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and that maybe you are interested in using these printables. I don't know this person. I said that in the previous video. However, I think these printables are like amazing, and I'm like thrilled that she does these for free and offers them to people for free. So if you guys are interested, definitely consider checking out her website and subscribing or doing whatever you have to do to get these free printables. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be back in a couple of days to do like a full walkthrough of our entire budget and my entire thinking behind every single aspect of our budget. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.